So we are camped currently overlooking Grand Tetons. That's why it's so windy, so excuse the wind noise. We just wanted to take time after the van build to enjoy all of our hard work and start living van life. So we are really excited to show you guys the van today. It's our baby. A lot of work went into it.
A labor of love.
Labor of love. And cries and tears and sweat. The final product is nothing like we could have ever dreamed. Yep. It's so much better than any of my other designs. Thanks, Dad.
It's so comfortable to live in, and we've been enjoying life on the road so much these past couple months.
Yeah. So we bought this van back in February, and then we packed up all of our stuff, sold all of our stuff in Portland, and went to our workshop in Yuma, Arizona in the end of March.
End of March, and we finished by July 1st. So just
3.5 month build. Yeah.
Almost 3 months exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap!
And this has been a dream of ours for 2 months.
A whole
2 months before we decided to do a van build.
Yeah.
We're not ones to waste time.
No.
You know?
We talked about it. We thought about it. I rented a van for his birthday to go to the Redwoods. We loved it. We bought a van, I think, the same week, and then we ended our lease early, started packing stuff up, selling it, found our workshop in Arizona, and left by the end of March. So this is really exciting for us to finally bring all of you along our journey, show the fruits of our labor.
Finally get to show you the van.
Yeah, we're just so proud of what we've done. Couldn't have done it without the support of the people around us. So thanks, guys. Let's go on in.
First thing you see when you open the door is our flip down table. So this is nice for when you're sitting outside. You can set your drink here, rest your binoculars, or even put your laptop out here. It folds back up nice for storage. So it's nice and easy to step up into the van. Down here we have our flip up table. So this works great with our swivel seat up front. Set your breakfast here or your laptop and get some work done, and then it flips right back down so everybody can get in and out, no problem. We also have 110 and our water pump switch here as well as the keypad for the SimpliSafe security system. First thing you see when you step up is our full-size pantry, latched here for travel, tons of storage space. We just went grocery shopping. It's not even close to full. And it latches back down so it doesn't open when you're driving around. We have a little slide out for Scout. Keeps his dog bowls with covers on them. Slide right back in and soft close. Hidden beneath the foot of the pantry is where our Propex HS2800 heater is. It's a nice powerful propane heater that's externally vented, so you don't need to worry about carbon monoxide. It also stays dry inside the van when it's running, so you don't get any moisture buildup from the heat. And so this is where the hot air comes out through this vent here. There's another vent on the side that pulls cold air in. This is our sink, so we have a cutout from the same slab of wood that we use, and it just lifts right out, and we got a nice deep sink. Our faucet, good water pressure, and then we have the option to either go to our gray tank or divert straight to the ground, which is what we do most of the time. This is where our gray tank is here. It just lifts out with a quick release, and we can dump it wherever you can dump gray water. And we have this basket here that holds a lot of our cleaning supplies, so our broom and a couple of magic erasers and replacement sponges for our sponge in the sink. Trash and recycling is also under the sink, so they slide out just like this. Also under the sink we have a little flip out cabinet, which is where we keep toothpaste, toothbrushes, floss. And these are our countertops. This is a mystery wood that we found in the shop. We don't know what it is, but our best guess is American elm. And so we did a glue up of a couple different slabs to get this size, and then ran a strip of black walnut down the middle, and then finished the whole thing off with a tung oil finish, which is a water repellent wipe-on finish that works out really nice. We decided to go with a live edge for the countertop that hangs over all our cabinets quite nicely. And this is the shadow box that Mia made. In order to maximize space in the van, we actually pushed into the natural cavities of the Ford Transit to make this space here where we keep a couple flowers or salt shakers and a few candles. And then again, this copper pipe is used as a railing. And then above that, we have our upper cabinets. You'll notice they don't have handles right now. They're coming in the near future. But then that's where we keep our paper towels, our coffee, and they're just held up by these nice gas struts here. And then at the edge of the countertop, we have our charging box. So I made this box mostly to keep Scout from chewing the phone cords. So you lift it up, and inside here we have 12-volt power, so charges our phones at night, can also charge our laptops, and a place to keep the keys at night. And then under the charging box we have another outlet for 110, another outlet for 12-volt, and our under cabinet light switch. So all our light switches are on dimmers, so that's always really nice. And these are really good for laying in bed at night and reading. Also for cooking, they give a good light when you're cooking on the countertop. And then we have all our drawers here. So first drawer is all our cosmetic supplies, skincare. All our drawers are on soft close, so we've never had a problem with them opening while the van's moving. Mia keeps her laptop in here, still have a ton of extra space, Tupperware. And then we keep all our dishes down below as well, just because in the case that anything were to fall out, we don't want glass or ceramic breaking. So we keep them down here. And then our various electronics, including our projector, speaker, and the camera when it's not in use. And then over here, we have just sort of a junk drawer. More hair supplies, things like that. And medical supplies. And then beneath that is Scout's cabinet, where we keep his dog food, his toys, his sweaters, his balls, his frisbees, his treats, and everything else a spoiled boy gets. And then on this side of the pantry, we have our overhead lights. Again, everything on dimmers. We also have this propane switch here, so this turns the propane on. It's kind of like you're opening the valve, but up in the kitchen. So we turn that on anytime we're cooking, or we want to use the heater. We have the two-top propane burner here. Plenty of space to work here too. Again, beautiful live edge counter. I just love how it bleeds right into the pantry here. And you can also see the latch from this side that we use for the pantry. And then up here is where we keep all our spices. So these are attached with this Scotch lock stuff. We've never had an issue with anything falling, and it's just a beautiful way to display all your different spices. Cabinets are up above that. This is where we keep extra spices and our different various beverage containers. This side we have our produce basket where we keep fresh vegetables and fruits. This is also the corner where the Simply Safe base station lives. And then over here is where we keep all of our silverware. And beneath that is where we keep our pots and pans. And these are actually pull-out drawers, which is really nice in a small space like this, so you don't have to struggle reaching all the way back into your cabinets. This is our Magic Chef refrigerator. It is a 110 refrigerator, not a 12 volt, so it's a little bit less efficient, but it was also 150 bucks. It looks really good, and it keeps ice cream frozen and all our produce fresh. And just when you thought we didn't have enough drawers and cabinets and cubby holes, down below we have toe kick drawers as well. One there, and another one here. And then left of the kitchen area, we have our closet, place to hang our jackets, shirts, things like that. And then beneath the closet, we have Mia's drawer, my drawer, and beneath those is where our toilet is. And then we built this box here to keep our toilet paper, baby wipes, and porta potty packs. On the side of the toilet drawer, we added this window latch here, which we can use to secure the drawer so it doesn't slide out while we're moving. And then next to the toilet drawer is our laundry chute. So this opens up like this, and we keep our laundry bag here, and just a place to stuff all the clothes when they get dirty. And then moving on to the sleeping and living area, since we did a raised convertible dinette, we had a lot of space underneath the table. So one of the things we did was added a shoe cubby down here. And then in the living, dining, sleeping area, we have the Springfield table, which swivels around so you can slide right in. We are sitting on our mattress, which is a Casper mattress that we chopped up in order to make this convertible setup. We have 2 bunk windows back here by CRL, give lots of airflow for the fan. And then, of course, overhead cabinets, our bookshelf, and our projector screen. Over here, I use this little cubby as a place to keep my laptop, my journal, and whatever book I'm currently reading. And then over here is our control center. So this is our Victron battery monitor. It lets us know what level our batteries are at all times. Also shows how much power we're using and how much time we have until the batteries die. Beneath that is the thermostat for the Propex heater. You can just set a temperature and it will start heating the room until it reaches that temperature. And then next to that is the MaxxAir fan remote. This is nice because you can turn the fan on even when you're in bed. And then next to that is a temperature sensor that lets us know the temperature inside the van at all times. So if Scout has to stay back, we can make sure that it's not too hot or too cold in here for him. And then this is our ceiling. These are cedar slats that run from the front to the back of the van. We cut into it thinking it was pine and realized it smelled way too good to be pine. Underneath the cushions is our U-bench, which we designed to keep a lot of storage even though we have a dinette. So underneath here is a bunch of storage where we keep our pillows when they're not in use. And then this side of the bench goes down into where our water tank is, as well as our shower. And then this one just lifts up to show more of the water compartment, where we have our pump, our accumulator, and our 33-gallon freshwater tank, and we got it held down by ratchets in there. And then this side of the bench is a lot more storage. It's where we keep our hiking packs. It's also where our propane tank lives and our full electrical system. So from this end, you can see the 30 amp DC to DC charger and the MPPT solar charge controller. This end here is where our batteries are, as well as our 2000 watt inverter. We have 200 amp hours of batteries, so 2 Battleborns. We also keep tools and equipment back in this area as well. Down below You can see our fuse box as well as our main power switch and our bus bar and shunt. So this is our garage area. We have the hatchet for cutting firewood and self-defense. And then we have a lot more storage down here underneath the dinette. So we keep extra food for Scout, our camping chairs, trekking poles, and all types of things in here. Lots of space. Where we fill fresh water, it's a gravity fill, so it just goes straight to our tank. And this is the door that opens up for the shower. We keep all our towels and everything in there as well. And then on this side, the electrical system and all our tools and equipment. This piece here, which acts as a night table when we are in bed mode, is also convertible. So this can flip up. And then it lays down here. So we have about 12 to 13 inches from here to the doors. So we could place larger items like maybe a small bike or a paddleboard or something like that here in the future. Back here we have the insulating curtains that block off the windows at night for a little bit of extra privacy. And then behind the curtains we have these cubbies here. This one holds our hose for our fresh water fill, Scout's brush, and then behind this one, this holds our hammocks and our trowel and toilet paper. We also have a clothesline that we can pull across for a privacy curtain for the shower. We haven't typically used that. We are either remote enough that it doesn't matter, or we'll shower in our bathing suits.
So we bought a 148 extended wheelbase with a high roof. It's rear wheel drive and it has a 4.1 limited slip axle ratio. It's powered by a 3.5 liter V6. We have our swivel seat right here all set up, and we got the one with the 8-inch display screen and CarPlay. So anytime we plug in our phones to the USB ports that are on the dash, our iPhone in my case, or Android in his case, will pull up and we can receive our text messages, listen to Spotify or our podcast while we're driving. It is a really nice screen. The navigation is in between the seats. We have a little dog bed for Scout because he likes to be right next to us. Usually he'll just shove his way up into the front cab with me though and rest his little head right here. We bought this one not only for the screen, but because it has a backup camera with side sensing system. It also has a lane keeping system. So when you are on the highway for a long time doing a long stretch of driving like we usually do, it will take control of the wheel and edge you back into the lane if you're getting too close to either barrier. So it's super nice for us. It has pre-collision braking, so it senses the car in front of you, and if you're too close, it'll brake for you. It also has this cool feature that we think is because Amazon uses this a lot. Delivery, they're in and out of the car a lot. So a cool feature is that the parking brake automatically comes on when you're, let's say, at a traffic light. Take your foot off the brake, the car won't move at all. So this comes in handy if we're driving, we come into a traffic jam on the highway or whatever, and one of us needs a snack. You can just get up, the car won't move, and you can go right back into your seat before the car even starts moving again.
So we're a completely off-grid system. We have 420 watts of solar panels up top. We also have a MaxxAir fan on top. The solar, along with the DC-DC charger, means we can run with no hookups and go pretty much wherever we want. We've also done a couple other upgrades on the outside. We added all-terrain tires, which are really important when you're going down those backcountry roads that are a little bumpy and rocky. We also added an airlift suspension upgrade, so airbags on each side, which lifts our back end. Since we are the 148 extended, it helps us to stop from bottoming out. Also smooths out our ride, and we can inflate it anytime to any pressure we want from these stems here.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, you having so much fun, bud? Yeah, you love the van life, huh?